Hey guys, Logan Bells here, and welcome to another episode of Logan Bell's Football Talk. Yes, I am back with this episode of the show where I'm going to be giving a long discussion about anything that is football related: football player, football coach, football schedule, football stadium, football, anything that is related to football. So yeah, like I said, I am back to do LBFT videos, man. I'm back. It's so cool to be back to do these videos. So for this episode, I'm going to be discussing about something that I don't usually talk about for this show. I should say for this series, because this is a series, Logan Bell's Football Talk, or LBFT. Yeah, we're going to be doing something different, and this is going to have something to do with my all-time favorite running back in the whole of football, whether it's in college football or in the NFL. No matter what other football network, where it doesn't matter. He's my favorite running back since he started as a running back for my favorite team, the Florida State Seminoles. And some of you might know who he is. Some of you might be Florida State fans. And if that is the case, then you might know who it is we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about the one and only Dalvin Cook. Yes, baby. That's right. Dalvin Cook, yes. Best running back in college football. I don't give a crap what any of anyone who doesn't like Dalvin Cook said. He is, that is the truth. He's the best running back in the whole of college football. And now he's entering the NFL. Anyway, but I'm not just going to be talking about Dalvin Cook. I'm also going to be talking about some few other NFL teams that I think might draft Dalvin Cook in the 2017 NFL draft. Now, the 2017 NFL draft will start, I forgot the exact date, but it's somewhere like June or July. Maybe June. I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, it starts in June and July. And at first, when I was trying to make this video, I was like, should I make this video just a month or less before the NFL draft starts? But then I just kind of felt impatient of talking about this. So I was like, okay, I should do it right now. I want to do this right now. So, yeah, here we go. So, for this one, I narrow it down to 4 NFL teams. Yeah, that's right. This is going to be a prediction that I'm making. This is just a prediction, not it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. No, it's not like that. It's going to be about which teams, or just one of them, do I think might draft Dalvin Cook. And I narrow it down to 4 teams in the NFL. And that is right, 4 teams. And on that, I will be starting from a less likely to most likely. So you kind of get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, on the first one, the least likely one, I got the Cleveland Browns. Now, I know it's unlikely that he'll go, it's unlikely that he'll be drafted by the Cleveland Browns. But I just checked at the depth chart for 2016's, Cleveland Browns. I just look at their running backs, the running backs that the Browns have, and none of them, or I think one, I can't remember for sure, but I think one of them kind of like run for 1,000 yards and stuff like that. I could be wrong. I might have looked at it wrong, but y'all let me know. Almost none of them run for 1,000 yards, and I felt like Dalvin Cook might help them get a better running game. That's just me. That is pretty much why I picked Cleveland Browns as the first team on the non-likely spot. So there you go. Next are the Indianapolis Colts. Now, like the Cleveland Browns, I know it's unlikely that he'll go be drafted there unless the Indianapolis Colts want a better running game. And if that is the case, Dalvin Cook is going to be their best choice to draft. And have him as their running back, new running back. If the Indianapolis Colts want a better running game for their 2017 season, they have to draft Dalvin Cook. But again, at the same time, it might be unlikely that they'll do that. Now the third team, I only put this team for one reason only. And just bear with me on this one. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for one reason only. I want to see Jameis Winston and Dalvin Cook work together on the offense and try to run down the field. I want to see that happen. And if that happens, I can't even tell you how amped up I would be to see on the big screen, watch Dalvin Cook and Jameis Winston working together on a field, working the offense around, just trying to get more yards, and then pretty soon get a touchdown and stuff like that. I want to see that. If that happens, oh boy, woo! That'll be so awesome to see. But I understand that, if that never happens, then okay, that's understandable. I know that it's unlikely that he'll be drafted by the Buccaneers because we got Doug Martin and stuff like that. So he's pretty much all right. Me personally, I would want the Buccaneers to draft Dalvin Cook because that would be so awesome to see. So that one reason alone is why I put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this. But other than that, it might be unlikely that the Bucs will. We'll see if they do. Though. And then the last team, and I feel like, and I'm not saying this just because I heard a lot of projections from a lot of people or groups of people saying this, that Dalvin Cook will be drafted by. I'm only saying this based on what I saw from the depth chart of this one team, Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars because, like I said, I checked out their 2016 depth chart on their offense, and I try to look for their running backs and how many yards they run in the 2016 season, and none of them have ever run more than 1,000 yards and stuff like that. Now, for the rest of the running backs at all four of those teams, I understand that with the three or four running backs on just one team, that combines in addition to more than 1,000 yards. I understand that. I'm just basically saying that some teams with a awful running game need to draft a really great running back that will help turn their running games around. And I really feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars might be favored to draft Dalvin Cook. I'm just saying, just based on what I saw from the depth chart for their 2016 season. That's the only thing that I could come up with for why I have the Jacksonville Jaguars on there. So, yeah, out of four of them, which one do I think wanted to draft Dalvin Cook the most? Just me only, not y'all, not anybody else, just my opinion. As much as I wanted the Bucs to draft Dalvin Cook, at the same time, I feel like the Jacksonville Jaguars want to draft Dalvin Cook more. That's just how I feel. So I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are pretty much, in my opinion, the favorites to draft Dalvin Cook in the 2017 NFL Draft. We'll see if that happens. That is just a prediction, though. It might not be right. We'll see if that happens, but, like I said, predictions are predictions, and, some of them might be right, some of them might be wrong. It's just the way it is. And yeah, that's about it. I just want to make this relatively short. So, yeah, I do think, but another question that I had to ask before I end this video, what round do I think Dalvin Cook will ended up being drafted in? Well, I would say either the first or second round. I would say the first round, because he's a great running back. He's a really great football player. Really great offensive football player. So it would be cool to see him being drafted in the first round and stuff like that. I think he'll be behind Deshaun Watson and stuff like that. And I don't know. It is what it is. So, is that about it? I feel like there's more that I left out, but yeah, I think that's about it that I could come up with. So, yeah, that's about it. So, anyway, guys, that is my prediction for which team do I think will draft Dalvin Cook in the 2017 NFL Draft. If any of you guys, if you guys like this video, if you enjoy it, please click the like button. And if you are a Florida State fan, or most importantly, a Dalvin Cook fan, I'm a Dalvin Cook fan myself, let me know in the comments below which team or which NFL team that you want to see to draft Dalvin Cook, if that's the right way to say it. Yeah. Which NFL team do you want to see draft Dalvin Cook? Now, I think that's the right question. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace.